This is our special teacher edition of Bridging the Financial Gap. I have the honor of hosting tonight. My name is Doug Farrar. I am with the Juice Plus company, but I'm also a former educator at the middle, high school, and college levels as a teacher and an administrator. And I was really thankful that I was told about this awesome product and this awesome company years ago. Actually, my wife heard about this first, and she's a former guidance counselor, and she was able to start doing this business when we had our small children, because it's really something, as you're going to see tonight, something you can do on the side, something that's you can do a little or a lot, and it's fine. And she was able to get that business going over the years. And once I learned more about it, I was like, I need to know more, and I got involved. And the rest is kind of history. We do this full time now, and we love sharing this information with you guys and helping other people to learn more about this opportunity. It's almost no investment. In fact, this summer for the next 3 months, there actually is no investment. If somebody were to, if you were to join whoever invited you onto their team, there actually is no cost. You can work at your own pace. It's super fun because we're inspiring healthy living, to our friends, our family, and then even expanding it into our community. And that's a pretty incredible way to make income. Whether it's your full-time income or a part-time income. This cat likes to jump in front of the screen all the time. I don't know why. But the other thing is, though, that there is a team, and you get to have support. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to move one more thing here. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. All right, so you're supported, and that's one of the other things we want to show you tonight, is that this is not like a thing where you sign up for something and then you're kind of figuring out what's going on. You get a mentor that kind of comes with it. Okay, so Juice Plus, you may or may not have heard of it. We are actually Juice Plus has been around for 25 years. Our company's been around even longer, but Juice Plus is the world leader in plant-based nutrition. Our business model is incredible, as you're going to find out tonight. We're mission driven. One of the most exciting things, it's hard to really convey to you the power of our community, but I know for me, it's turned my health around. It's turned my health around from being so dependent on, heart, cholesterol and blood pressure medication and whatnot. And this community has taught me how to lower that, how to lose weight, all through like healthy lifestyle. And our products are part of it, but that mission-driven community is amazing because we're on fire. We want to help you learn how to be healthier. We have some what we know to be great hacks on how to do that. We're customer-centric. We really focus on our customers having an incredible experience. In fact, most people that are representatives or partners with the Juice Plus company started off as customers. They fall in love with the product, and then they want to share it with others. And we're committed to the science behind our products. That's pretty unique, as you're going to find out in our in especially in this field, is that science is driving things, and there's great research on our products. And it's an equal opportunity for all. We have people from all walks of life that are thriving in this community, and it's really exciting. This company was established way back in 1970. We had some other products as really distribution companies started by a former school teacher. And he's built this company with an amazing mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And our CEO, our president rather, is the founder, really loves that one of the major visions for the company is that he wants to help as many people as possible to realize their dreams. And we've seen people do that. You're going to hear stories from people tonight, from some amazing people that has happened for. Our products are all plant-based. It's all around being healthy and making it easier. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world. And we're in over 20 markets around the world. Here's the cat. And we're expanding more and more all the time. So it's pretty exciting because there's growth. Look at all these countries we're in. We just opened Mexico in the last year or two. We have Czech Republic coming online, and Portugal. So it's really nice that this franchise that you could have with the Juice Plus company, while you're not required to do a lot and it's not a big commitment, it's really there's no expectations really. Um, but you have the opportunity to go into all these markets and operate. There's no territorial restrictions. So that's pretty super. The values of the company comes back to that community. You know, we strive to be authentic. We create community with our customers, but also with our partners. We keep things simple. We have a narrow product focus. There's not a million products. You know, there's not a catalog you're flipping through trying to figure out. Page 72 is, I think, where that thing is. None of that stuff. It's very simple. You're going to hear about all that stuff tonight. And we're approachable. Um, and we're just relentless about the quality of our products and the experience. We focus on long term. This isn't like some get rich quick scheme or something like that at all. Okay, this has been around. Like I said, my wife started doing this 20 years ago. I started about 10 years ago. And my goodness, all we see is an upward trajectory for our future. This is our only income, and it's just amazing. And we're inclusive. I mean, everybody's welcome at the table. So I get the real pleasure of introducing my first guest right now to talk about business. He's a guy that I've actually known him since the fourth grade. He's the best man at my wedding. We roomed together in college. We worked together. When he got his first principal job, I went along to be an administrator with him to support my buddy. And my goodness, he has turned out to have an incredible career, reaching way into the highest levels of district administration in one of the larger school districts in the country. Not only that, he's just a very entrepreneurial, great businessman, and somebody that I know you're going to really enjoy hearing from and hearing his story. His name is Dr. Joel Herbst. And Joel, if you want to unmute, I'm going to feature your video here for everybody.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate the introduction. I'm really appreciative of my mother to write that for you in a way that is kind and generous. So thanks. I'm going to give a quick background. Doug gave a little bit of background on the professional side. How did we get involved in Juice Plus and this nutritional product? It happened about 22 years ago. Julie, my wife, learned about Juice Plus from her sister. At the time, I was a high school principal and pretty stressful job. We had about 2,800 kids at the school and was really focused on developing programs for the school, focused on developing teachers and really creating a great environment for kids. And unfortunately with that, I lost balance. So put on a bunch of extra pounds in a short period of time. I really didn't have a background of health and nutrition. Grew up kind of eating what I wanted to eat, didn't understand that there was a relationship between nutrition and disease. She heard about Juice Plus from her older sister and initially purchased it for me. She and I were both concerned about the stress that I was dealing with and the weight that I had put on. And we found out that this was a way that could really support me through these long hours on the job. So with that, I am thankful for the nutritional support that Juice Plus has provided, not only me, but our entire family over the years. So what was one of the key aspects that impressed me most with this company? Initially, I would have to say it's the research, and it's really carried on throughout from the beginning when I was first introduced to the product until today. The research that's done on this product is gold standard, peer reviewed, and it provides some significant support with those who are seeking a product that is backed by third-party research. And you look at some of the universities and research centers that have looked at Juice Plus and supported it, including University of Florida and MD Anderson Cancer Center, you'll know quickly that this is a product that has significant integrity behind it. As we continued our journey through life, we had our first child, Hannah, our daughter, and Julie wanted to stay home. She made a conscious decision that she wanted to be a stay-home mom. She had a great career that she really thought she could walk away from and really create an opportunity for our family that, to be very honest, I didn't think was possible. So she created what was to become a very sustainable business. And I supported her with the work that she was doing. In about 2 years, she reached the title of National Marketing Director. And one of the key pieces once she reached that designation was medical benefits. So I was really intrigued by the notion that the private sector provided some great medical benefits for our family. And it wasn't short after that that I actually gave up my medical benefits through the school board at that time and relied solely on the medical benefits that she derived and continued to take advantage of those medical benefits. Shortly after that, I attended the Juice Plus conference. And to be honest, I was extremely impressed, not only with the professionalism of the conference, but also those around it. You often hear the phrase, you're known by the company you keep. And when I was listening to the scientists and doctors report out on the research, I was incredibly impressed with the depth of work that they had conducted and the support that the product had from the science community. When we arrived back from conference, I made a conscious decision to get engaged in the business alongside Julie. And everybody sets this up a bit differently. For us, it was me sharing Juice Plus and the business opportunity with others. And then I would follow up with Julie with their phone number, and she would reach out and call and continue the conversation. And that's really worked for us. And as Doug said, the flexibility about this business is incredible. So everybody uses their own methodology in kind of creating this business, and they're successful. There is no cookie cutter way. There certainly is processes in place that you can lean on and ensure that you're successful. And we would really impress upon you to kind of look at what's been tried and proven in the development of this business and come alongside and do the same. I have to share with you, I had no idea. I mean, little did I realize that this business would provide so many options for our family. As Doug said, I was a high school principal and moved through leadership roles in a very large school district in South Florida. And about 10 years ago, because of the income that we derived from this opportunity, I was able to step away from my role in that position, which was an incredibly stressful position, and able to start a new role at a major university that allowed me the opportunity to really recreate what education ought to look for kids. It was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and an opportunity that availed itself because we had such a strong financial background because of the work that we had done through Juice Plus. So the slide in front of you kind of speaks to a lot of what I said, but I'm going to hit a couple of key points. As Doug said, as he showed the map, this is a global wellness company, and it's built since 1970 as a company, but about 25 years ago, they introduced a product called Juice Plus, and as Doug said, it's the most highly recognized and nutritional research product really in the world. When you look at the distribution channels that we have across the world, you'll realize the success is probably because global wellness is a $4.5 trillion business. So we live in the state of Florida, and I look at data for a living, and really wanted to get a sense of what does that mean for my state? And of course, all states are different, but I'll tell you nationally across the United States, there's less than a 2% penetration of Juice Plus out there. So if you extrapolate that to Florida, 2% of 21.6 or so million Floridians, that means about 420,000 homes are receiving Juice Plus. So you can see 420,000 homes out of 21 million, there's a great deal of opportunity to introduce this product and this business opportunity to many. And I imagine your state is probably on par with that. So when we look at the global wellness economy, it grows at a rate about 6.4%, and pre-COVID, economic growth worldwide is about 3.6%. So you can see this is about 2 times the amount of growth that you would see globally, which is an incredible opportunity to get engaged and involved. So Doug, if you'd advance, there we go, thanks, appreciate it. So when you look at this slide, I'm gonna concentrate on the very last circle, which is the seismic shift and how we work. And the reason I'm gonna concentrate on this, because it was really magnified with the pandemic that we are working our way out of right now. What we have seen in brick and mortar work, jobs, positions, and office time has really shifted to the home. And I don't know if we're necessarily going to see a full shift back. I think people and folks who are working realize that you can build a significant business at home, that you don't need to be in a brick and mortar, excuse me, a brick and mortar business or school in order to do that. pivoting back to the number of the Americans, 59 million Americans, and 44% of millennials. Also, 47% are made up of women. That is not restricted to this business. Some of the most successful folks in our business in Juice Plus are men. But as Doug said, this is really equal opportunity. It's really a concept of effort equals reward. And if you're willing to put the time in and learn the ropes of this business, you can be extremely successful. So what does it say about the gig economy? Is it here to stay? I believe it is. And I think everything you read, whether it's Success Magazine or the Wall Street Journal, they report on this almost weekly, if not daily. So when you talk about issues like the new job security, there's nothing more secure than your own work equaling the success of your business and that of your family. So not only does it impact your family's bottom line financially, but it also provides, as I said before, some great healthcare benefits. It provides moms with an opportunity to stay home, but more than that, those who are caring for elderly parents, it's given us this opportunity to do the same. Julie was able to care for her parents and continues to do that. I'm able to care for my mom and continue to do that. So I think that's an incredible piece there, not only for stay-at-home moms, but for the nuclear family as it expands and the need to take care of others. We look at time freedom and the importance to be able to set your own schedule, and I think that's critically important as well and appealing to so many people. The 8 to 5 notion of a time card and having to be present in order to earn money, I think that notion has really been exposed during COVID and the opportunities that exist at home with a home-based business. Baby boomers are on their way to retiring. Every day we hear another story about the job market continuing to dwindle with those with great experience. So what does that mean for the baby boomer? I think the first piece is the ability to supplement your retirement. And I think that's critically important. We hear horror stories about Social Security time and time again. So you have to look at how you're going to replace all of your income or a portion of your income as the cost of living continues to increase. And some measure of the ability to do that is to create what we call a side gig or to be part of the gig economy. And then the last piece is, if those issues appeal to you, then you would be even more focused on the ability to have some extra money, the ability to create some memories with your family for vacations, and the ability to pay for maybe a college education for a family member, which the price continues to increase. This is why Julie and I have been with this company for close to 25 years and will continue to support others in doing the same, because we've realized firsthand the impact that being engaged in this company is and the impact that it can have on your family. So Doug, I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak to these slides, and I'm certainly going to stick around and see if I can answer any questions with the rest of the panel at the end. Thanks.
Thanks, Joel. I really appreciate it. And it's been, as I said in the beginning, you're not going to be left alone. Well, Joel and his wife, Julie, are the ones that have been mentoring us along through this business. And it's been amazing to see their journey and how they've been able to pour into us so that we could have a similar experience. If you guys have questions for Joel, then you can put them in the chat and we'll try to address those as we go through this presentation. I'm going to go pretty quick through our products. The products are the real superstar here. But this is a business presentation tonight, and we have so many great videos. If you get excited about this business opportunity, make sure you follow up with that person that invited you, and they can send you some videos about the products and even more about the business. But as I said earlier, these are whole food-based, plant-based products. We like to say it's the next best thing to fruits and vegetables. See, what we acknowledge that fruits and vegetables are the best thing you can eat. But nobody's eating enough of them, right? So therefore, you got to do something to supplement that. So this is the next best thing. Our philosophy is that you make one simple change. You start taking Juice Plus, and that's like a catalyst. That's what happened to me. It just you make one change, then another, and then another. Next thing you know, you're like this healthy person or something, and you're inspiring other people to do the same and building a business while you do it. It's amazing. So we like to just bridge that gap between what we should eat and what we actually do eat. Our products are one of a kind. It's a focused product line. Like I said before, it's basically only 4 or 5 products. The best of whole food plant-based nutrition, very minimally processed, And as you're going to see, we have amazing clinical research that shows the efficacy of the product. And we even have third-party organization, NSF, that's certifying um, the quality of the product and the purity of the product. So the first product I'm going to talk about quickly is the capsules. So basically, Juice Plus is fruits and vegetables and berries that are mashed up, minimally processed, and they're all ground up. We take out the water, sugar, and the salt, so it's safe for diabetics. Um, it's really good for you. It's plant based. And even the capsule is plant based. That's not true with a lot of other products, right? It's gluten free, non GMO, and there's 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in these products. I don't know how many you had today, but I mean, I ate pretty good, and I probably had maybe 3 or 4. Okay. Then there's the Omega Blend. Okay. The Omega Blend is our omegas, which are omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Okay, you're not going to see that many in many of the other omegas out there. And where do omegas usually come from? You buy it in like what, like fish oil and stuff, right? So they're getting that fish. You get those weird fishy burps afterward and things like that. Well, we're getting the omegas from the algae instead of the fish because that's where the fish get it from. So we're skipping the middle fish and we're going right to the algae. So ours actually smells a little bit like oranges and stuff. Okay. So, and you don't get those nasty burps afterward. So that's kind of our, I would consider our premier product. We also offer those, and not the omega, but the fruits, vegetables, and berries also come in a chewable, in a gummy form for children and adults. The same thing, but in a chewable form, which some people actually like that better. And it's not just for kids, but like even our pediatrician, she's on a partner with Juice Plus and recommends it to her patients, but she enjoys having the gummies rather than having the capsules, so that's available. Another thing we have is the Complete, which is a powder, which is a on-the-go plant-based nutrition. It's really a meal replacement. We have it in shakes and we have it in bars. Okay, so you have a great balance of carbs, proteins, and fats. Really great plant ingredients, and it's been our breakfast for so many years, and it's just wonderful. We use a plant-based milk with it, and you get great fiber. And the thing that I love about it that's actually helped me lose weight, it's not a weight loss product, but I'll tell you what, it's got a low glycemic index. So compared to like if you're like a bagel eater or a breakfast skipper, you get your sugar rush and then that crashes, and by 10 or 11 a.m. you're starving. But not with the Juice Plus Complete, because it releases the sugar slowly. It keeps you more satisfied longer. So I just love it. It's wonderful. Let's talk about our research. We have over 40 independent clinical studies on Juice Plus. Okay, not borrowed research. I know there's some companies where like maybe there's like an orange pill or something, and they're like, well, oranges are good for you because look at this research. And they did a study on oranges. Well, the product you're taking is not oranges. Our research is actually on Juice Plus. So you know that it's really effective. And it's in a wide variety of different institutions around the world, published in medical journals, peer reviewed, double blind, placebo controlled, gold standard research. So it's just really amazing. Um, and finally, our newest product. Is probably one of my favorites. You see there over there on the right, you have the white one on the left side of the right picture. That's our indoor tower garden. Then you have an outdoor version. The tower garden is a hydroponic, aeroponic growing system for growing your own fresh fruits and vegetables at home. So the cool thing about using, if you've ever been to Epcot Center at Disney World, the guy that invented that stuff, you'll see it at the land exhibit. You see the plants hanging from the ceiling and stuff. He developed that. Now he developed the home version. That's the tower garden. Well, it uses 98% less water. It only uses 3 feet around and 5 feet high, and it grows quick. There's no dirt. Okay, so if you think you can't grow things because they die or it's gross or you don't like all the bugs, there's less bugs too. It's amazing. I wish we had time to go through it, but this is not a tower garden presentation. But They don't call me the kale king for nothing. I grow some giant kales and lettuces, and it's super fun, and it's helped our family get really, really healthy. Okay, I'm gonna actually, you know what? Before I go over to this, my next person I want to feature, I'm gonna leave it on this slide, is gonna be Jennifer, and Jennifer is a teacher. And Sharon, if you could spotlight her for me. Jennifer is a teacher and a mom, and she's going to share with you a little bit about Juice Plus and her experience with it. She's on our business team too.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. Thank you, Doug. And I currently teach third grade. I started taking Juice Plus capsules about 4 years ago. And I immediately, when I was taking them consistently, immediately noticed an increase in my energy, which was great for that afternoon teacher slump. I no longer needed coffee from my coworker next door. I then started to change my eating habits without even really realizing that I was. I started taking salads for lunch and adding a lot more fruit and veggie to my diet. But my biggest benefit was with my allergies. I completely stopped allergy shots, and I take a very minimal amount of over-the-counter antihistamine a couple of times in the spring and a couple of times in the fall. So that has been amazing. I joined the business about 2 years ago, and this community is amazing and offers incredible support. Thank you, Doug. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you sharing with us tonight. Um, in the trenches, finishing up our school year next week. So we wish you a happy final week. And again, thank you so much. You're in the trenches. You are frontline, getting us through it, getting us through it. So thank you so much. Our next guest is a friend of mine, Lisa Radesi. And Lisa is a mom and a professional businesswoman and former guidance counselor. So she's going to share a little bit of her story and share a little bit more about the nuts and bolts of our business model.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me here. I laugh when you say professional businesswoman, because I can tell you that 16 years ago, I would have never considered myself that. I am a former teacher and guidance counselor. I'm a mom to 3 kids, and I fell in love with Juice Plus 16 years ago. I learned about it at the school at which I was working. A mom had brought it to our school and put it on a table, and I walked over and took a look at it. And I saw 3 things that really spoke to me about it: that it is whole food, highly researched, and free for kids. And I want to just share with you this slide. You've been looking at it for a couple minutes now. Really made me want to put this into my children's bodies. I already knew that we should eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I had tried juicing. It wasn't working well for us because the kids wouldn't drink it and my husband wouldn't drink it. And so when I saw that kids could get it for free with an adult order, I wanted it. The Healthy Starts for Families program is truly helping families thrive. There are over 1.5 million families that have participated in this program. And here's what's happening in children's bodies when they're eating Juice Plus. After 1 year, 61% are eating more fruits and vegetables, 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks, 66% are visiting the doctor less, 56% are taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription meds. And that's exactly what happened for my kids when we started taking Juice Plus. And that's even what happened for us as the adults. It is a wonderful way to bless lots of families. Next slide, Doug. So I wanted to share Juice Plus with people as soon as I learned about it. I thought of people immediately. I thought of my mom. I thought of my sister. I started to think of my extended family. I thought of my coworkers and neighbors. And I realized this is a powerful, simple tool that we have to help other people get healthier. When we are partners with the company does everything. We get to talk about it. And so when you see this slide, you see you share healthy living with others. That's what we as partners do. The company does the rest. They do everything for us. They make our products and store our products and ship our products. They do all of the order processing, shipping, billing, and collection. We get a chance to just talk to our customers. It is amazing. Next slide. Juice Plus definitely rewards you for sharing with others. We love to say share because really that is the heart of what we do. We share our experience, we share our story. When I was a brand new partner, I was also a brand new customer. So I shared my excitement for what I had just found. I'm so excited about what I just found is what I would tell people and have a conversation with them. And they wanted to learn more about Juice Plus too. Juice Plus rewards us as we do that. We get a chance to earn from the start right away. As partners, we immediately earn 10% of the sales profit back on our own orders and our customer orders. We can even earn an additional 5% as we grow our team. And so when we add some customers, we reach the first commission level, we can earn an extra 5% as a partner plus. And you can see an example of how you do that. You share with a couple more people, reaches Partner Plus. You can earn more as you do more each step of the way. So when I got started, I did think of a couple of people I'd like to share with. I never dreamed of what this would do for my family though. I knew this looks good. Now it's free to sign up for the next 3 months. So it's an amazing thing to take advantage of that and to encourage other people to take advantage of it too. And watch how quickly that might grow. For me, as I started to share with people, I realized this is a lot of fun. And when I reached, you can see a couple of positions up, remember reaching the sales coordinator level, earning enough to really make a difference in my family's income pretty significantly. My husband encouraged me, keep going. What could happen if we were to continue on and do this for a whole year? Well, after a whole year, I was actually earning enough so that he and I could decide for me to step back and be a stay-at-home mom. Now, I loved my work. I loved being a teacher and then a guidance counselor for so many years. But my children were little at the time, and it was a dream come true for me to get to be a stay-at-home mom to be with them. So I went from a teacher and guidance counselor to a homeschooling stay-at-home mom and was able to homeschool them for 7 years. And I'm so grateful for that. And that is because of this amazing company. A couple of years later, when the economy collapsed back in 2007, my husband's career was eliminated. He was in land development and construction, and we went through a devastating financial crisis because of his job loss. And it was at that point that we took a look around and we saw so many people, you've met a few tonight, doing so well with this company. They were doing it in a more full-time capacity. They had corporate medical benefits packages. And we took a look at that and said, what if we could do that too? And that's what we decided to do. And it was at that point where we just simply followed the system that is in place. There is a very simple system, simpler than ever. And we made it to the national marketing director level. We kept going, and we're now at the presidential marketing director level. And my husband is full-time in Juice Plus as well, because we just love it and continued to move forward. And for us, it continues to be dreams come true because we keep thinking of new dreams to dream. I can't even express in just this one short Zoom what a blessing this has been to our family. I can say that I'm so grateful. I said yes, and I decided to see what could happen and continued to move forward and teach other people to do the same. Next slide, Doug. So you can start earning with Juice Plus, like we said, right away. The more customers you add, the more people you help change their lives, the more you earn. You earn even more by adding team members, and it is truly easier now than ever. The opportunity during this summer blitz to add partners for free is phenomenal, because if some of you are already partners, you can add other partners for free. Some of you are considering being partners. Well, you can join for free and then share with others and encourage them to become partners too, to be a part of this amazing mission. Our Juice Plus earnings summary shows how much people earned last year. And we like to say that our earnings are a direct reflection of how many people we help. That is what we do. Next slide. So I'd encourage you to start inspiring healthy living today and talk to the person who invited you to watch this Zoom. Ask questions if you have them, learn more if you want to learn more, but there has never been a better time to be a part of this amazing community, company, mission. We are inspiring healthy living around the world, and this is the best time to get started. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey guys, I'm sorry we went a little longer than we planned on, but we had some these are some really special speakers we had on tonight, and I didn't want to limit them at all. If we all see opportunities come along in life. Maybe it was like for me, it's like, I'm a musician. I can play drums and stuff really well. I can write music and do all that stuff, but I wish I played keyboard better. But you know what? I took keyboard classes 30 years ago in college. What if I would have just stayed with it 30 minutes a day? I'd be a rock star. I'd be Billy Joel right now. So it's like that with anything else. It's a what if. When she heard what if in her head and they talked about it, they didn't just what if it, they did it. And that changed the trajectory of their life. So I want to invite you guys to talk to the person that invited you to this Zoom tonight. We're actually going to be doing these Zooms every Thursday for the next 3 months. So there's plenty of time to invite others. If you choose to join our mission, you can invite other people to come, and we're just sharing, because we know the value of our products and the value of this business opportunity for other people. So we really thank you guys for coming on tonight. There is a recording of this. And if you ask that person that invited you, they can get that recording to you as well. So again, thank you for coming on tonight, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Feel
you.
free to unmute yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody asked about the PowerPoint. Yes, we have the PowerPoint. We can share that.
Wonderful.
Great to see you, Joel.
Thanks everybody for sharing. I loved all those stories.
Yes. Great stuff. Thanks again, guys. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.